break it down with DJ C Combat.
What makes y'all think that Tatiana Suarez would lose to Mackenzie Dern, or that Dern would win, or that she's a bad matchup for Tatiana Suarez? That's the best joke I ever heard in my life. I mean, who has this woman, Mackenzie Dern, submitted other than Nina Nunes, a washed Nina Nunes, coming off a 2-year layoff from giving birth, and Randa Marcos? I mean, this girl only submits bums. I mean, excuse Randa Marcos, not a bum, because she's one of my favorite fighters. She only has 11 lessons. But Hannah Cyphers can. And she couldn't submit Marina Rodriguez, mind you. And she had a lot of control time on the ground in round 2. Couldn't submit her. Also had all the time in the world. I think there was 2 rounds where she had Xiaonan on the ground and couldn't submit her. And she couldn't submit Angela Hill when Hill was in her guard. And when she had so many minutes of top control, she couldn't submit Angela Hill. And you guys think that she's going to submit a high-level black belt, high-level grappler wrestler like Tatiana Suarez? And yeah, Tatiana just got her black belt, forgot to mention that. And by the way, Tatiana Suarez, if she had the chance, she would submit Angela Hill, she'd submit Marina, and she'd also submit Yan Xiaonan, or she could probably TKO Xiaonan in all honesty. But the fact that she can't submit girls that she should be able to submit is pretty telling about this matchup with Tatiana Suarez. And I mean, Tatiana can literally dictate however this fight goes. If Tatiana Suarez wants to strike with Mackenzie Dern, well, she's got the wrestling and she can defend the takedowns with pure ease. And she would outstrike Dern. She's a way better striker. I don't really care about Mackenzie's power. Tatiana Suarez, she handled the stand-up against Jessica Andrade, and y'all said that, oh, if she stands with Jessica for too long, she's going to get lit up. Didn't happen. If they're striking, Tatiana can outpoint her. But if Tatiana wants, she can take down Mackenzie Dern. And I promise you, Dern won't be able to do anything to Tatiana Suarez off her back, because Tatiana Suarez, her top control is too good and her positional awareness is way too high level. And I think she'd completely dominate the fight against Mackenzie Dern. I think she'd win this fight relatively easily. I don't see how Mackenzie Dern wins this fight. I'm sorry. I don't. I think you guys are really hyping up her chances in this fight by a lot. Weili Zhang is a harder matchup for Tatiana than Mackenzie Dern. Rose Namajunas is a harder fight for Tatiana Suarez than Mackenzie Dern. Literally all Dern has is jiu-jitsu, no wrestling to go with that jiu-jitsu, no stand-up threat to keep Tatiana on edge. And also, mind you, wrestling usually beats jiu-jitsu. And in this case, I think this would be one of those situations where wrestling would overtake jiu-jitsu. And like I said, she's unable to submit these strikers that she's going up against, like Torres, Hill, Yan, and Marina, girls that she should have submitted easily and couldn't. If she can't submit them, then I don't see her being able to submit someone like Tatiana Suarez. Although I will say maybe her best chances to sub Tatiana could be in the early rounds when they're dry, and maybe early on Tatiana might be careful about going to the ground with her. But I mean, the longer the fight goes and both are sweaty, those submissions are going to be harder to get, and we might see Tatiana get comfortable getting on top of Mackenzie Dern. Now, not to sound dirty there, but she might get comfortable using her top pressure and Yeah, I mean, as the fight goes on, she just completely dominates the grappling department, and the submissions will become a lot less likely for Mackenzie Dern, and she just spend those late rounds on her back, and she'd get grinded out to a decision. That's what I think. And I don't care if Dern is divorced. I know that's like the new mythical fighter, divorced Dern. Tatiana Suarez will tame that version of Mackenzie Dern. And I don't think being divorced is going to help her case in this fight. Because Tatiana Suarez, she's not Angela Hill. I just don't think that Dern is the nightmare matchup for Tatiana that y'all are hyping her up to be, man. Tatiana is the truth, and she is a threat to that title. And Mackenzie Dern is not. And Tatiana, y'all can say she's one-dimensional all y'all want. She's further developing in her overall style and overall game than Mackenzie is. But yeah, those are just my opinions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I bet you guys will probably oppose me, but don't care. Peace out.